Look at me bloody hair. Anyway, I've just woke up, and yesterday I did me Sky Plus STC1000 makeover, and it worked out pretty damn well. Anyway, this is the sort of warning. This is not an instruction of any kind of how to do a regulator for a fermenting fridge. I'm not an electrician, and if you copy the way I've done this and you hurt yourself, electrocute yourself, kill yourself, don't blame me. So without no further ado, this is how I made my Sky Plus fridge fermenter regulator. Thank you. Right, today what I'm attempting to do is to make a fridge fermenter, because apparently it's the right thing to do to maintain the temperature. And to get the temperature right, you've got to have a switching mechanism that switches either an heater element on, i.e. an heat pad or a light bulb or an hairdresser, what's it dryer thingamabob do for in your fridge when it gets a bit too cold in the winter, like, and when it's red hot in the summer, the fridge comes on. So you need a double sort of thingy to switch one on and then switch that off and then switch the other on, so it regulates it properly. And what I've got is one of these. Look, it's an STC1000. I'm sure you've seen these. STC1000. Right, so that's the STC1000, and there's a wiring up method which I've got to study to get that right. But my thoughts were, what I want to do is to get a box big enough to put two plugs, just standard 13 amp plugs, and as always I'm trying to utilise what I've got. So what I've decided to do is get an old Sky box that has been knackered really, I don't use it anymore, and I thought I'd be able to fit something together where I've got two plugs, an in and an out, like that, and I was hoping that this maybe fit somehow into the box, either at the front or at the side or whatever. So what I'm proposing to do is to I'll just try and look at that. I don't know whether you can see it very well from there. So what I want to do is try and work out a position where I can have all these three, and then I'd be able to have all the wires inside and just have one wire coming out to the mains, and then fit two plugs in, one for the heat, one for the cold, and use that to go them down. So that's me cunning plan for today. So I'll do a think up and I'll come back to you. What I've done, I've took the Sky box front off after I've stripped all of the components out of the box. That's the cover, that's the box. So I've stripped everything out, and I've took the front panel off, and I've just marked it up where I want my gauge thing. So I thought I'd have it there. All these knobs we can press for fun. So what I've done, I've took just the plastic front off the skybox. I'm not bothering with the tin because I can't see the point. And what I've done, I've drilled it and filed it, and it's really tough plastic. So there's the slot, and then I just need to whack that in there. There you go, so it's a pretty good fit. And then you have to fit these orange clips onto the back of that. So I'll do that next. That's the clips on it. So now I've just got to cut the top bit, the two plug holes, which is easier said than done, no doubt. What I've done now, I've marked the spots where I want these cutting out, and then I shall fix those on top so that I can plug one in one and one in the other. Drilled 4 holes so I can mark it up on this side with a black pen, and then I'm going to drill it and then file it out. Now I've drew a line round on the inside, and I've dot punching these, but I ain't got a dot punch, so I'm using a screw, and it's going through okay, and then it'll stop your drill from slipping as you go around. That's that one done, so I'm going to get some tin snips and cut that out. So hopefully that will go inside now, like that, and screw on. Hopefully. Keep saying hopefully. It will do. Just got to tidy it up a bit. Bit of a clanger, but not too bad. When I cut the square out, it ain't got to go through, else it's not going to hold the plug. So this time I've knocked the holes in the square so that it can't go through. It can't go through there anyway, but I've got to leave these rough edges on, which won't hurt. I've just took the sharpened edges off with a file. Decided to do is keep the sharp teeth, if you like, on the squares, because what I'm going to do now is put some tape around the edges just to tidy it up a bit. But these serrated edges, I think will stop it from sliding about. I hope. Keep saying I hope. I've got to the stage now where I'm about to do the wiring up, so I'm going to watch a bit of trusty old YouTube and find out how the STC1000 is wired up. Now, to help me with this course, what I've got here is I've got my holes in there, and I've taped them up with a bit of tape just to stop the rough edges from catching on anything. I've got the front of that thing all ready to go, and got the 2 back plates still, which will go obviously on the back and they won't fall through, and then I can screw my plugs to those plug sockets. Got my 2 sockets that will then go there and there, hot and cold, and I've got an old kettle plug which I'm going to utilise for the wire, and if I haven't got enough there, I've got another kettle plug. I might use that one, it's a bit longer. Any road up, that's what I'm going to be doing next, so I'm going to have a look at YouTube and see how to wire the bloody things up right. The little diagram on the back of this unit, it's fairly self-explanatory. 1 and 2 is the power coming in and out, 3 and 4 is the sensor, and then you've got 5 and 6 the heating, 7 and 8 the cooling. So seems fairly straightforward, so I'll give that a whirl. So I'm just going to, this wire, this is the sensor wire, that's fairly straightforward, so I can put that in there, and then there's a little hole on the front of this lot, so that can just go through there, nice and neat, and then I'll fasten it, tie it up somewhere with a clip or something. So I'm going to put that one on first. I don't know which is positive and negative, so we'll have a look at that. Right, I've been on the internet, and special thanks for a start. Let me show you the site that I went on. It's Beer Brewery, and trying to focus there. This is the video that he put up, and that's the wiring. I'll just leave it there a second. And this was passed to Beer Brewery by W Johnson 12321. So thanks very much both of you for the wiring. So at the moment then I've got the two sockets wide at the front there, look. That's the one with the heat, so I need my little, I don't know, air dryer, heat pad, lamp in a tin, whatever I'm going to do. And that is the fridge one, go on and off. And what I've done, I've just wired them up as you would a normal household one. Green earth, brown, live, blue, neutral, as you would. And I've also just put a tie around there to stop it from pulling. And the same with that one. So they go down into a block, which I'm going to tape up now. I just wanted to show you. I'm just going to put some tape around it. And again, what I've done, I've put some ties to stop it from pulling there, there and there. But yeah, if you want to go to Beer Brewery and have a look at that wiring diagram. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put it back together and see what it looks like. So see you in a sec. It's the next day, and I did finish the box off yesterday. How do we call it? The Sky Plus fridge fermenter regulator. So I finished it off yesterday, and here it is, look. I put the black on because I think that means hot, but I'm not sure, and that's the cold, so I might have it the wrong way round. But yeah, it's finished. The lead comes out of there as I planned, and that's it. So let's see if it works. Right then, let's see if it works then. At the moment I've plugged in this fan, which represents the heater. I'm gonna put a light bulb on it or whatever, and that is plugged into that side, so that's going to be the heat one, and it's the one that I've marked with the black. So that's the heat, the bulb, and then this one, that goes down to the fridge. And I've set the temperature to 20 degrees on that just for testing it. So the wire's out at the moment, so I'll just switch it on. So you have to press the top button and hold it in for 3 seconds, and then it'll come on, and hopefully one or the other will come on. So it's 20 degrees, so the fridge isn't on, neither is the fan. So let's see what happens. I think there's a minute delay, hopefully. I think that's what I set it for. So the fridge is just clicked into gear now, so the fridge is on, and it's 20.6, so the fridge is on to take it down to 19.5. So it's because the wire's out. So if I put this in the fridge, let's see if the temperature drops below 19.5. It's probably going up because it's hotter. Now it's going down. Right, so it switched the fan, the fridge off now. Did you hear it click? Now hopefully, there we go. That'll be the heater element. So that's working. So what I've got to do now, instead of running a fan, is I'm going to rig up a bulb and then hide the bulb so that that just heats the fridge up a little bit. So that's my plan. Hopefully. Right, so I'm going to drill an hole through the side. So what I thought I'd do is do down the edge here where there's no pipes or anything. So let's do that next. So that's the hole drilled, and I just happen to have an old wire off a dishwashing machine, and that's another story. So let's see if this wire will go through. Yeah, looks like it will. So it's just got to get the aim straight. And try and get the wire through. I think it needs to go a bit bigger, the hole, so make a bigger hole. And my plan is then, I'm going to put a wooden shelf on there and the light underneath, hopefully. Keep saying hopefully. So that's that bit done. Then push my wire through. I'm going to have to put a grommet on it to stop it from cutting up. So that's the idea, and then I'm going to attach the bulb to that. Have it on the corner, and then up here, across that level there, put a bit of wood. Then hopefully the heat will rise through here and not let the light through. So that's the next plan. That's the bottom bit, so now I'm just going to screw that to the side of the wall and then fit the light on that. That's the bulb holder in, so I just got to get a bulb, 40 watt. That should be hot enough. And then put a bit of wood across the top, and then the wire is just long enough to reach the top. There, look. Right, so that's the top. That's my bitter. I'm using it to get the temperature down to nice bitter drinking time, and that at the bottom is the what one's that? That's the lager. And what I've done, I've ran the sensor. It's 20 degrees at the moment because I've only just switched it on, but I've ran the sensor, look, down around the back and down the side of the fridge, taped it with some gaffer tape right down to the bottom, so it comes across to the barrel. Stuck it to the tape on the inside, I've stuck it to the barrel, and then I've just put a little sponge there, so it's not the ambient temperature, hopefully it's the beer temperature. And there's my light bulb at the bottom, ready to come on when it's a little bit too hot. So at the moment I've set it up here, look, I've set this to 13 degrees, which I think will be just nice quaffing time. I'm puffing now. So yeah, job's a good one, I've done it, so I'm really happy with that. So thanks for watching the old fart. Bye for now. That's that working. Henry's back in his spot. What next? Wait a minute, what's this? It's an old dishwasher. Yeah. You know what dishwashers they got? Heater elements, pumps, waterproof bits and bobs. What next? This is going to be fun.